Hi everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here sharing a layout I completed with the September hip kits, and I am so excited because I am finally using that bear. Now I don't know about you, but that bear and thinking of an idea to get it onto a layout from the Maggie Holmes ephemera pack was driving me bonkers. So when I saw these photos of my little man and his grumpy and sad face, I thought, yep, they are perfect because he is a grumpy little bear. So that was my segue into my title and my thinking behind creating this layout. So I really wanted to focus on using the ephemera, and what I've been doing while I've been chatting about using that bear is just placing all the different ephemera from the Gather collection and that ephemera pack onto the layout. Now I'd already, before starting to film, gone and collected any bits and pieces that I thought might work on this layout and put them to the right of my desk space, just so that I have them within easy reach, and when I'm creating the layout I don't have to sift back through ephemera packs. I've got everything that I think could possibly work. So I've arranged them, and this is quite one-dimensional in that I don't have a whole lot of layers on this page. So there's actually no pattern paper on this page, which is a first for me in a while. And this page is mainly made up of ephemera like tags and other bits and pieces from that pack. So what you can see in the middle of the page is two tags, one going vertically and one horizontally, which is holding the bear. The vertical one is going to hold the journaling, and it's got a gorgeous floral on it. I'm not afraid, as I've said before on videos, to pop a floral on a page of my son, and I feel like the color tones in this just work beautifully, and yeah, I'm not worried about putting those on a page about him. Same goes for the corally color as well. I really wanted to use those leaf die cuts from the pack, so what I did to sort of balance out the layout was I put one on the bottom left corner and then one on the top right corner. And what I'm doing there is just popping some foam on the tips of the leaves so that the actual stem of the leaf is adhered directly flat to the background, but the ends of the leaf have a bit of dimension, so it means that they'll create a slight shadow. And I do that for some of the tags as well. The tag with the bear, I actually put a whole piece of foam under that to pop that whole thing up, and I've done the same underneath the photos as well, so they'll pop off the page just that little bit more than some of the other embellishments. So there I'm just putting a bit of extra foam under the ends of that leaf, and I'm just using my T-square ruler to make sure that my photo is straight. And then sometimes I'll use my T-square ruler again, like I am there now, to adhere further bits and pieces. But once you've sort of got a couple of items straight on the page, when you're creating a grid type design, and I call this a bit of a loose grid, when you create a bit of a loose grid design, if you have a couple of things, say the two tags and the photo, that are straight by using the T-square ruler, then you can gauge the rest of the placement off those pieces and get your borders right, and you should have the rest of the pieces adhered straight as well. That's the plan, or that's the thinking anyway. So I'm just fussing around and trying to figure out where I want that leaf to go that's on the bottom left corner. And I was sort of wanting to make sure that my embellishment clusters, if I draw a line from my top right photo of my son and I to that bottom left cluster and then across to where that bow is and back up again, it would form a triangle. So that's where I'm trying to gauge my balance for my layout and making sure that it's not too heavy on one side and being a grid design, these can be tough sometimes to balance out because you feel like you sometimes need to embellish every little square or every little piece that is on the page. And that's what I've done here, is I've only sort of worked some clusters or some slight embellishing on, say, the bear or some of the other pieces. I haven't embellished every single sort of tag or ephemera piece that I've added. I'm just adding some stitching around the edge of the page now, and that's to give it a bit of a border because I wanted to add sort of a square around it and to bring it all back together. And then what I also do is I do off camera add a little bit of extra detail to some of the tags that are already on the page by just giving them some zigzag stitching. Off camera, I type my journaling, which is just about my little man being sometimes grumpy. So we're not all beautiful, selfie photos with him. He's getting harder and harder to photograph, and certainly if he's not in the mood, then he's definitely not in the mood. There's no pushing him. He's got a little mind of his own. And I really love capturing all moments. I don't want all of our photos to be perfect smiling little portraits. I want to be able to document those real moments, and these photos are certainly real moments. The top right one, he was just in a grumpy mood. He was tired. He was just not a happy chappy. And down the bottom, I think he was actually a little bit under the weather in that bottom left photo. So they're sort of moments that I want to document, and although they're not a perfect photo, they tell our story. So I'm pretty much finished the layout there by adding that last pink fresh little heart, and I'm going to leave you with some close-ups. I do have another video which I'm hoping to voice over and edit really soon, so hopefully I'll pop that up on the channel not long after this one. Thanks everyone for watching, and thank you so much. I've hit over 3,000 subscribers, so I'm so grateful and so excited. So thank you so much for watching and for all your lovely comments. Bye everyone.